Hello and a warm welcome to another winner film with me, Alexander Södberg. I am the chairman for Vinnarskolan, which could be translated to Winner Academy in English. And the purpose of Vinnarskolan is to make you get the right tools that you need in order to become more successful in your personal life. And I usually don't make these videos in English, but I'm gonna do it once in a while just to reach out to some English speakers too, so this channel can get a bit of a bigger reach, so to say. But what am I gonna talk about today? Yes, I'm gonna talk about the fact that it has never been easier to become your best version. And what do I mean by that? Some people think that becoming your best version, or the best that you can be, is something quite difficult, something that is unachievable, because it sounds so mighty, it sounds so hard to some. And then, agreed, it can sound like a hard and very gruesome task to become your best version. But think about the times we live in today. I would say it's never been easier to become your best version, because the bar is set so low today. Because if you look around yourself today, what do you see? You see people that can't even take care of themselves. People who can't even brush their teeth, comb their hair, get in time for meetings or appointments, who just stuff themselves with junk food all day, who can't keep words. You know, it's become so bad these days. The standard of people's become so low that it's not a piece of art to become better than the vast majority. Because yes, I know it can be depressing to look around you today and see the state of humankind, but the only thing that you can do is to become better than the majority, to be an example of what a great and good person should be like. And you want to set an example for others to become better versions of themselves, for those who want to, for those who at least have, the willpower and the desire to become a bit better than yesterday. Because all that you need to do is to try becoming a bit better than you were yesterday. And if you do that, you just try every day becoming a little better than you were yesterday, you're going to be much better off than the vast majority of people today. And yes, I know it might be a sad state of affairs, but there are so many things that you can do, you can start doing today to become your best version that you might not even think about, but it's going to put you in the top 20% of people out there, I promise. And especially if you're a man or male watching this, becoming your best version is what you should always strive for. Women should be the second or third choice in your life. It should never be number one. Number one should become your best version and have some goals and purposes to shoot for. Because having some real goal and purposes to shoot for is how you get forward in life. That's how you become better every day, and that's how you grow as a person. Everything else comes as a byproduct of becoming your best version. Because people will see that you're a go-getter, and people want to be around go-getters. People want to get things done. Who do things, they don't just talk about getting things done, they just do them by taking action. And talking about action, what kind of action can you do or begin today to become your best version? Well, it's very simple. Just doing these 7 or 8 things on a daily basis will put you ahead in the top 20% of people out there, and especially in the top 20% of men. So what can you do on a daily basis to become your best version? That's going to make you a bit more outstanding and become a bit better than you were yesterday. Well, it's just simple things such as keep fit. I mean, stay in shape. It's not that difficult. Just need to hit the gym every other day. Go out for a run, lift some weights. Something that makes your body moving. That preferably both makes your heart and lungs moving, but also makes your muscles move. You need both aerobic and strength training, core training in order to get fit. So that's just number 1. Keep in shape. Don't get fat. And with that, I mean also number 2, don't stuff yourself with junk food every day. Just keep it to a 1 or twice a week occurrence at most. Then you're going to enjoy it more, and you're not going to put on lots of belly fat. That's going to make you in poor shape, and that's going to affect your brain health. It's going to affect everything as you become fat. So just eat healthy, nutritious foods. And I'm going to go into that in one of my future videos. What is nutritious and healthy foods? And it's not what you think it is. It's rather not any of those superfoods or kale or broccoli or any of those foul tasting vegetables. I would tell you that meat and fish is the way to go. But more about that in a future episode. And just number 3 on this list, take care of your personal hygiene. Just have a shower every day, wash yourselves, comb your hair, brush your teeth. It's just such simple things, so you don't smell bad at least. And a person that just looks neat and proper, that's all you need to do to become in the top fraction amongst people, because most people can't even take care of their hygiene today. And I'm not referring to homeless people who apparently, obviously, can't take care of their hygiene, but I'm talking about regular people who have the means to take care of themselves but don't do it. So very important, take care of your hygiene so you look and feel proper and neat. And number 4 is just dress well. And with dressing well, I don't mean that you need to have expensive clothes from some specific brands like Armani or Hugo Boss or anything like that. It just means you have nice fitting clothes that suits you, and whose colors and patterns just match a bit. That's all you need. Have some proper clothes that fit you, so you look neat, and that's it. And that's going to put you ahead of most people, because most people don't even bother dressing themselves in somewhat appropriate clothes nowadays. So very important. And as I said, they don't need to be expensive or of a specific brand, as long as they fit well. And number 5 on this list, that's just keep words and keep times. And with that I mean, you should say what you mean. If you say to someone, well, I see you there tomorrow at so and such time, it means that you should be there around that time, and not be there like a half an hour too late, or show up somewhere else, or forget about it. Keeping your word is very important, because there are so many people today that can't do it, and they even less keep their times, keeping up with the said schedule when they're going to be at a certain place. So very important, keep your words and keep times, always. And number 6 is just congratulate people to their successes and fortunes, because sharing that joy and fortune with others means that yourself will gonna get it someday too. Like, shared joy is multiplied joy, as you said. So don't be that jealous, envious person who just picks on people or become passive aggressive towards people because you're jealous. Congratulate them instead, because they can probably learn you something about how to become successful that you don't know about, and vice versa. So very important, congratulate and feel happy for people who have become successful. Number 7 is be polite. Some general courtesy is gonna get you quite far in this world. And especially in these days when so many people lack common courtesy. Just saying thank you, you're welcome, a few times too much is better than saying them a few times too little. People will remember you for being that maybe overly polite person, but you're gonna make an impression by being polite, because so many people today don't bother even being polite. And especially try being polite even when people are quite rude. That's gonna make them look smaller than you, and you're gonna appear like the bigger person in the picture. So very important, be polite. And number 8 on the list is read books and stop watching TV. So many people today are wasting away their lives, entire hours and days in front of the TV. And you don't want to be one of those people. That is just productive time that goes away by watching either the TV or social media on your phone. It's a huge waste of time. And in order to become productive, you need to cut away those time wasters in your life. And cutting away TV and social media and useless video clips on YouTube, for example, is such a good way to get ahead of most people, because then you save some time. And by reading books, you have to focus a bit. I've got to use some concentration in order to be able to read something, especially if you want to read something bigger and more difficult. But also it increases your vocabulary, you learn some new things, and you get new perspectives on life and the world by reading books. You also get some great subjects to talk about during parties, cocktail parties or dinners, or when you meet other people. You can always talk about something that you recently read if you're always reading a book. So those were just eight hacks, should I call, to get yourself ahead of the population as a whole. Because if you just do these 8 things on a daily basis, I can promise that you will be a person that's gonna stick out from the crowd. That is almost guaranteed. And don't do this for a week or two, just continue doing them daily, on a daily basis, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and you're gonna become a whole lot closer to becoming your best version. This was all I had to say for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and got some useful information from it. Excuse me the accent and the somewhat stumbling talk, but I'm not used to making videos in English, but I've lived in an English-speaking country for almost 6 years. So talking it is not a problem, it's just a thing I have to get used to. But unlike many of my countrymen, I don't put on a fake American accent. I use my original Swedish accent because I'm not ashamed of myself and I'm not ashamed of where I'm from and who I am. So thank you everyone for watching this film, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one.